Focus on the sponge for me. Tell me when it makes you feel something. Just focus on the sponge. You know why I want you to focus on the sponge? Because I need you present. Here. Right now. Looking just at me. Just like I'm looking at you. Now tell me, what this feel? How are you? Truly. Truly. How are you feeling? How is your mind? How is your spirit? How is your heart? How are you? Do you feel like you can talk to someone? Like you could talk to me? Like if you weren't having the greatest day? I would love it if you talked to me. I would also love it if you talked to me if you were having a great day. Focus on the sponge. I only want you to focus on the sponge. For one, because it sounds great and relaxing. But two, because it keeps you present. It keeps you here. With me, with us, together. Now, as you were telling me how you are. I really want to know. No games, no gimmicks, no clout chasing. This is just a time for you to be able to vent. For you to be able to get out whatever's on your heart, on your mind, and on your chest. I want you to know that you're safe to do that here. Yes, you are, absolutely. You can feel comfortable saying anything you want to me. And it won't leave this room. Safe in our safe little sanctuary. Okay. Now you're talking to me. Okay. Oh, tell me more about your day. About how you're feeling in it. Come on, I want details. Give me the details. While I ASMR you. That sounds like raindrops on a roof. Sometimes things happen, and like sometimes we don't even want to talk about those things. But talking about them is what makes us feel better. It's what makes us feel relaxed, calm, able to move past it. Like after you've been able to articulate it and you've heard it from your own brain, your own mouth, your own mind. That's why I implore you to talk to me. By the way, I would implore you to talk to anyone, a friend, if you needed to, any family member, anyone. It's no joke what people go through sometimes, you know? Especially like nowadays, I feel like, at least right now in the world, so much uncertainty and, you know, war and turmoil, just whatever is going on. I feel like maybe should be balanced out. You know what I mean? Like there's so much of this you see, you need to see so much of this too. You know, there has to be a balance. And whereas you are living your everyday life, for a lot of people, including me, you live your everyday life, and you know, life is good. And sometimes if it isn't, then you know, it still is. If somebody asks, you know, like yeah, I'm cool, great. You know, life's good, great. You know what I mean? But we all know that sometimes when we give that answer, that ain't always the case. You know what I mean? I just want you to know that if you're not okay, like that's okay. It is very much okay. What I would like to tell you is that oxygen is proven to be one thing that is like extremely effective in increasing mood, decreasing cortisol, um, putting you in a good space. So, literally, just taking some deep breaths can change everything about your day. Can change so much about how you feel. Now, you know, the lingering thoughts that we tend to have in our brains will come back around, floating around in there, just making its way back in our head. But when we see it coming, we hear it coming, we feel it coming, we see it coming, and now it's here. We could just kick that thing right up out of here, you know what I mean? We could just kick that thing right up out of here and kick off in your way. You want to come around and try and start something, you know? We can't let any negativity stop us from being who we are, from achieving our goals. Nah, not from thriving in this world, from beaming our light back into the universe, where everyone that needs to see our light can see it. And that's you, by the way. Let me say it again. That's you, by the way. Let me say it one more time so you can see definition. Zoom in. That is you. Okay? Alright. Need this reminder for you and to open the floor for communication if you wanted to communicate. There's not enough of these mental health talks, you know what I mean? That's why I appreciate, you know, whenever a friend asks, not just how you're doing, but like how you're really doing, you know. I always ask, not always, but, you know, especially if it's been a minute since I've talked to you, I want to know how your mind is, how your spirit is, not just like, oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, work's good, you know, normal, everyday jargon. We need emotional content. So my man's Bruce said we need emotional content. And so that doesn't mean anger. It doesn't mean sadness or frustration even. It means we need to be able to feel what we need to feel in order to accomplish what we need to accomplish, to move past, to supersede obstacles. All of it matters. All of it matters. And you matter, and so does your feelings. Because what you feel, you manifest. What you feel, you attract. So you need to make sure you're feeling good things. And that can start with just what I just did, just there. Taking a deep breath. If you take one with me right now, you'll feel it on your exhale. Try. Let's try. Take one with me. Okay, let's do it together. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Inhale all that goodness, that light, that peace. Exhale your confusion, exhale your doubt, exhale your fear, exhale your worries. Breathe in that strength, that light, that love, that joy, that might, that fight, that right, that get right. And then come right back to it. It's me again. It's the styrofoam again. It's me again. I just want to make you laugh. Hopefully that made you laugh. Did that just make you laugh? Big bonus points for me if that just made you laugh. Personally, I don't need them from anybody else. Just, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Okay, now, you make sure that you have a great day, okay? This is what I need you to do, though, first, before you have a great day, is extend your energy out into the universe, meaning out to me, by giving me a like and a follow if you're not already following me, and a comment so I know that you're in my orbit and I can share energy with you in my comments, and I would love to do that. So please stay around. Whether you felt like you needed to get something mentally off your chest or not, stay around. I'm going to do an exercise with y'all where we write down the names of every single person that we need to forgive in this world. Everyone who's ever wronged us. And it might take some time, it might take no time. However much time it takes is perfectly okay. Perfectly fine. And matter of fact, exactly how it should be, however long it takes. So, that being said, I want to do that with y'all. And I will challenge y'all to actually follow through with it. We can talk about it. We can go live and do it together. Would y'all like that? Because I've done it once before. And I'm telling you, when you see that piece of paper set on fire and you've actually put emotion, thought into every name that has gone down on this list. For anyone that's ever wronged you or anything that you need to forgive them for, and then you write those names down, you're about to forgive them. This is a big moment, you know what I mean? Sometimes people find it hard letting go for stuff. But if you can find it in your heart to just write down these names that you need to forgive, when it comes time, we will set these names on fire. We'll set the whole piece of paper on fire, and as you watch it burn and smoke, you'll watch your worries get carried away into the sky. You'll watch grief, burdens, weight that has been on you for so long just drift away, float right off of your shoulders. You'll feel like a new being, a new creature, a new happy, healthy, bright, outlooked person, I know because I've been there. And when I was there, I was in prison. So I had some pretty dark scenarios around, going on too. So, I'm sure you can imagine if I could do that with that much joy in my heart, you can do the same thing with where you are right now and all the resources that you have available to you, including me and the love that I will give to you freely, want to give to you. Okay? Tap in, hit back. We'll reconvene, and we will have time for you. Love you.